Right.
Oh,
So,
boy.
Gia, you said you're sleeping on the couch?
Yep.
So you're curled up as best as you can on this couch.
I am.
8-foot man across a
Yep. I am
5-foot.
I'm like this, except my feet are over the edge.
Yeah, like your knees are over the edge.
Yeah.
Your head's up on the thing.
Yep.
Like it's
Yep.
a sight to behold.
Yep.
It's a miracle that you're even asleep.
Yep.
So you drift off to sleep after the conversation. You're thinking to yourself about the stories you told Yogan, his call and response, the few stories he shared in response of his time.
I'm gonna make sure it goes.
Yeah. Cool. Just the kind of call and response of storytelling and all that stuff. And you eventually drift off to sleep. And you hear a voice calling out in your dream. Jian, come here, my son. Jian. And your eyes awaken to see yourself floating in a dark void. And it calls out again, Jian, my son, Jian. That's the voice of your mother.
Okay.
And his voice calls out again. Same verse. Second verse, same as the first.
So I'll wake up. Mother.
So are you like awake, or are you?
No, like
okay.
I'm responding.
You're responding in kind of a dream. Okay. Because you can't really just shut yourself out of a dream like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. No, you don't have that power yet.
Mother.
If you look around, you notice off on the distance in this dark void, there is a single gray figure of roughly humanoid shape, a far distance off, floating just the same as you are, with far enough away where you can't see any details.
Mother, is that you?
Jian, my son, come, I need you, Jian.
Why are you here? You should be home.
Jian, my son, come, I must speak with you.
I'll head that way.
Cool.
I'll head in the direction of the figure.
So you're floating in this void, but you can attempt to like will yourself forward, just like leaning in and like just trying to close that distance. Mm-hmm. And as you do, I need to change the music because this is not right.
No, not quite.
Very much wrong.
The magic of editing.
Yep, the magic of digital editing. So as you try to will yourself forward in this void, mm-hmm. No light, no, like the only sound that you hear is her voice. The only light that you see is reflected off of her pale gray body. Uh-huh. And you attempt to will yourself forward to meet her and to see what's wrong. And she continues calling out, Gia, where are you, my son? Where are you? The closer you get.
Well, she's calling my name. Right?
Yeah, she's calling you. Sorry, not Gia. Jian.
Yeah.
Jian. The closer, so you're not actually moving because you lack the sensation of moving.
Okay.
But it seems as though their figure is approaching you.
Okay.
And the closer she gets, the more her voice doesn't quite sound like her.
Okay.
But someone that sounds just like her.
I would. Give me a second. Let me check something.
Okay.
I would. Can I... I'm going to assume this is going to work.
Okay.
I would like to, because you said I can notice that it doesn't sound like something sounds off.
The closer she gets, the more she sounds like someone that just sounds similar to your
Okay.
mother.
As she's getting close, I would like to cast Sacred Flame on her.
Okay.
Because I'm going to assume this is going to illuminate who she is.
Yeah. Okay.
So this is a dex save.
Yeah. Succeeds with flank.
Sure.
However, the
My assumption is that
Sacred Flame, as it kind of breathes over her.
The player, the assumption was going to fail. I did not actually want to hit her.
Okay. Duly noted.
But I don't get to choose because it's not an attack roll. It's a save.
It's a save. Yes. So you.
So my character's
words.
intention was not quite to hit. It was more to just light up.
Okay. It's duly noted.
For the record.
Record noted. Let the record state.
Okay.
So as you read this being who you believe to be your mother, but you're beginning to think otherwise, in this flame, it wreathes over her and covers her, seemingly with no effect.
Okay.
Could be because of the dream. You don't know, but her back is turned to you.
So I see that it's her back facing me.
Yes.
Okay.
But by every account, as far as you can tell, it seems like it could be your mother, but the voice is still just like a little off. But then again, you haven't seen her in like a decade.
Do you not face me?
At this, are you still willing yourself closer to her, or her closer to you?
I am pumping the brakes.
Okay, cool. So it begins slow,
Yes.
and she's about 20 feet out from you.
Okay.
Jian, please come close. I must see your face.
Mother,
It's been so long.
Mother, you can't see me if your back is to me.
She turns to face you,
Okay.
and her hands are kind of folded together, her head is bowed.
Fold it
Slow-
together like this?
Like this.
Like
Just
this?
like clasped.
Well,
Yes.
like this?
Just kind of at her midsection.
Okay.
Just kind of in like a dutiful
Sure.
hand holding position.
Okay.
And so she looks up, reveals her face. It is not your mother. Voice, after this point, clearly shifts. It's not from her.
Right. Who are you?
I'm sorry, Jian. Jian.
Yeah.
This was the only option I had left. And this is a truly a feminine Goliath woman. Standing on the short side of Goliath, you see all of her markings. It passes the smell check.
Okay.
This looks to be this is a Goliath person.
Okay.
Woman, definitely on the shorter side. Narrow shoulders, lean athletic build.
Okay.
Long legs. All of her height in her legs. Though. She's very long-legged.
Okay.
Very beautiful, at least by human standards.
Sure.
Goliaths are probably like go for stockier, hardier built ones, but she is a lean brace. She has a lean brace to her.
Okay.
I'm sorry, this must be jarring for you. I've been trying to reach you for weeks, and this was the only voice that could reach your subconscious to garner your attention.
I have not heard anything. What do you mean you have tried to contact me before this?
I have attempted to call out in your dreams as you've slept.
The only dream I have had has been the last week, and it's only grown in terms of this apparent apocalypse.
Her smile widens. Unfortunately for that week, I was unable to contact you. Your dreams were otherwise occupied by another entity. No, it is simply bothersome to me, and I find it interesting that it's bothersome to you as well.
There are many things that are bothersome to me.
Oh, that's
Who are you? Why have you tempted me with discomfort of my mother?
my intent was not to tempt you, my dear Jean.
How do you
I have
know
been-
that?
Well, many things are known about many people. There is much knowledge out there in the world, and your name is not secret. Your name is common knowledge, maybe not amongst these people or these folk that you find yourself with, but your name is known. I am terribly sorry for the discomfort I have brought you with the perceived bait and switch. But I have been attempting to contact you for weeks in your dreams, but I have not been able to reach your subconscious mind as you slept until I have used this voice. It was... We have a hardy subconscious, Jean. We have a great will, but
It comes with a life of distrust.
I can understand that from experience. So I apologize for the discomfort that brought you, but I needed to contact you and to reach out to you. Interestingly enough, about the entity who brought you these dreams. It has come to my attention that there is an entity, a god, if you will, who has laid claim on your life through your bloodline. And he would see fit to use you for certain ends.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. It is almost as though you have been suspecting this or coming to this conclusion yourself, is it not?
I have been told to expect many things from other realms, none of which I am particularly keen on following.
I can understand that.
That includes you.
You have not heard my offer.
No,
I wish not to ensnare you.
I find that hard to believe.
I can understand.
If
I
you
can
truly
understand.
know my history,
I do.
then you know that ensnarement is practically everywhere.
Yes, it is. I understand that you are slow to trust and quick to mistrust.
I
She chuckles at the simple, blunt, just open agreement to that statement. And she says, and I know that you will be hesitant to accept this as truth, but I offer you the power to give yourself freedom from that. I have beef, as you would call it, with the god in possession of your fate, Zheng. I have beef with him.
no one possesses my fate.
Zheng would say otherwise. I digress. You can believe what you choose to believe. I am not here to change your mind about that. What I am here to offer, though, is the power to further alter your fate to your own will against that of Zheng. I ask for nothing in return except the satisfaction that it would give me that he has one less pawn.
What is it to you that he has one less pawn?
Zheng and I are old rivals, to put it simply. He has done me a great disservice to him, and I wish to limit his influence. Because nothing he wishes can be good for your mortal world. And nothing he wishes can be good for me as an individual in the state of reality that I am bound to. I personally have nothing to gain from you having power, and I will ask nothing of you in return. However, I offered you power enough to rival that of Zheng's in an attempt to spite him and to reduce his influence in the world. The only payment I receive is the satisfaction of knowing. I apologize, I misspoke. You are no pawn to him. I hope that you know that. You are more akin to a bishop or a queen. You may not see fate, and you may not see the future. But with what I know of Zheng and your bloodline, there is much that he could do through you and with you, whether you know it or like it or not.
Okay. That's out of character. I'm listening.
Okay. I simply wish to disrupt his plans and his gains and his aims. And by rivaling his power in you, that is simply enough. So to you I offer a boon. You may take it or leave it, but speaking plainly, it would certainly behoove you to take this boon. It would cost you nothing. I ask no emissarial duties of you. I ask no sacrifices of you. And I know that this is out of the ordinary, because you have been warned by extraplanar entities such as I, coming to you in dreams such as this, offering power with no repercussions.
No one offers anything for nothing.
It costs you nothing. I am the only one to gain by blocking Zheng's advance.
What is that worth to you?
Power that I have to give to you, it's worth everything to me. Zheng has already trapped me in another plane of existence for the purposes of his own gain of power. I hope you can understand that has caused me to be a little jaded against him. And
I'll nod.
My sole wish is to simply block him in this. I have other emissaries and other servants who will do my work elsewhere, who will advance my will elsewhere and other things. All I'm offering you is power enough to stop the advance of Zheng in your soul. Or at least limit its...
Did you say in my soul or
in your
and
soul?
Your soul?
In your soul. To limit the advance of Zheng's power and advances in your soul. This music is a little too tense, but it's fine. I'm gonna leave it.
It's good. It's good.
That particular section, but yeah.
What is your name?
My name is Dul Ren. DUL''REN.
And who are you?
Who am I, or what am I?
Both.
Who am I?
This is a female talking to you. Right?
This is a female talking to you, yes. I suppose you should know. I was Zheng's wife when he walked the material plane. He and I were both conquerors. But he had other plans in mind. Someone had offered him great power, the power to attain godhood. And he blindly accepted it. In doing so, I was a sacrifice that had to be made. And she sits there silently to compose herself, clearly seeming as though this is a difficult time.
Yeah. You for what they're worth.
Thank you, Jian. I thank you for that. Pardon me. In his ascension to godhood, a law of reality is that every force must have an equal and opposite force. When he ascended to godhood, I descended to the lower planes. I was shunted there, bound there, given great power, but robbed of everything that I had owned. He had robbed me of the love of my life. He had robbed me of life. He had robbed me of the conquest and the dominion that we had created as a team. And now all I am left with is blackness and void. And what power I have compares not to the pain that I feel at his betrayal of our love. Please, I wish no ill will for you. I apologize again for using the face and voice of your mother. But I ask you, if there is any goodness in you that wishes to stand against Zheng and his advances in your soul and on the material plane, please accept this small gift of power. He is far worse than you can imagine he is. And I already know that you know him to be far worse than anything that you know on this plane.
How would I know him when I have not heard this name before?
You know in your soul. The forces that seek to control your life, the force that gave you magic, which your people so vehemently hate, he sought to create you as an outcast, to put you on this path.
What's up? Yeah, we're good. No, still working. Still working.
These dreams. These dreams and omens are from him. He seeks to use you to undermine the adventurers. The words of Yogan are not without merit. You are a plant. Zheng intends to use you as a usurper. I seek to give you the power to prevent that. And to prevent the cataclysm once again from what happened nearly a millennia ago. You heard your companion speak of the cataclysm of the West.
Yes.
Zheng was made a god in that.
Oh, really?
Yes, he was.
Well then.
He is in league with Taelos. When his servants were defeated 700 plus years ago, Taelos sought a plan B. You are that plan B. So forgive me if I smile at the irony of thinking that you are in control of your own fate.
700 years ago.
Yes.
You may smile at the thought of me being in control of my own fate. I laugh at the thought of others deciding for me what I may do and not do. You say that Zheng, whoever he is, has plans for me. Well, I may have plans for him. You say your purpose for me is to spite him. What is his purpose?
For you,
For me and everyone else.
its purpose for you is to stop the advance of the heroes. There will be temptations that come along the way, and they will seek to turn you against your party. I fear never mind. I need not say that. It would bear no success with you. However, I am given concern that you may have a hard time resisting him without a little bit of aid from an outside force, from an equal and opposite force. I seek no soul-bound agreement. I seek no claim on your soul. My sole purpose for offering you this power is to spite my once lover. Your soul will remain unmarred by my boon.
But you may come calling again.
I may find use for your expertise. However, any request of mine, as per contract, will remain optional for you. I leave you with full agency, with no risk of losing this power. Anytime I may attempt to contact you, because I know that you are of strong will, the only times I attempt to contact you to seek your services will be when it benefits us both.
What happens for you should Jean fail?
All the satisfaction in the world in knowing that all that he had attempted to attain was all for naught, and that he will have to wait another cycle to begin this again.
There will not be another cycle.
And I would like to help with that. Please, for the sake of me, for the sake of your world, for the sake of your life, please accept this small token. If you so choose to come back for more, the agreement will not change. This will just be further power to combat that of Zhong, with no contractual agreements. If you are concerned I have ulterior motives, worry not. I have other people who I've blessed with power. They are elsewhere in the world. But if I need other things done, I will work through them. My sole purpose with granting you power is solely to stop Zhong and to weaken him. To weaken his grasp on you and weaken his grasp on the material plane.
What is this power you speak of?
A boon. I grant you a special ability that you can use. I myself am something of a tactician. I will grant you the limited use of an ability to allow yourself to see into the strengths and weaknesses of your foes. I may come into your mind and provide insight on where they may attack next and where their weak points may be, so that you can best your foes. Now, this is a limited ability. You can only call upon me so many times in a given day. Additionally, I seek to offer you a portion of my power, a portion of my services, if you will. If any were to come against you and lay harm to you, as someone whom I have invested in, you may call upon my power and retaliate against them with hellish fury. Additionally, I seek to offer you knowledge in the form of spell work, an additional repertoire, spells, commonly referred to as cantrips, and I will bestow upon your body the additional fortitude to cast more taxing spells additional times prior to rests. But I grant you a boon that is not normal for mortals. Normal, as you well know, taxing magic normally requires hours of rest to recover from. What I offer you may be limited in scope, but you can recover more quickly from it. That way you may have potency at will when you may need it. You have a reserve that can be replenished easily and quickly. Nay, not in the heat of battle, but between battles, yes.
What is the name of your agent closest to this town? The one closest west.
One closest west. I have nobody west. Additionally, I have no one on this continent. All of my other emissaries are elsewhere, on other continents. This landmass, you know, is not the only one out there. It is a wide world.
I have gathered.
If you still seek his name, give me just a moment as I consider my employment records.
Go through the Rolodex.
Yes, sir. Her eyes had rolled back into her head as she contemplated, and they roll back forward. My nearest agent to you is Harsharvadan.
Spell it.
Harsharvardan. His last name is Kima. Harsharvadan Kima. He is a half-dragonborn who lives on the continent northeast of you.
Can you spell Kima?
Kima.
Okay. Harsharvadan.
Yes, Harsharvadan Kima.
Okay.
The half-dragonborn who lives on the continent northeast of you. Your quest does not take you there, but you and his paths may eventually cross. Yours.
Okay. One last thing. What do you know of Brook, Bishop, and Knight? Do you know
My knowledge of them is limited. For Zheng,
anything more that the old man told us?
I know little more than you do. For Zheng is clouding or veiling my sight into this region of his influence. However, I do know that Rook, Knight, and Bishop are upon you. Even Rook today.
So he is already here.
They are upon you.
Wait.
I have...
Can you give us a direction to go? If you are truly invested in Zheng failing, which direction should we go to thwart him?
Her eyes roll back into her head. She casts bones into a fire that appears in front of her. There's a poof of smoke. and before you, you see a mountain.
Okay.
It leaves. She staggers, her eyes roll back forward. Mm. You must travel west. East. That way.
East. Okay.
Towards Silab Gobar, the mountain home of the dwarves. There you will find the Arcanite spearheads, or the Arcanite to be crafted into spearheads. You will find someone there who looks favorably upon you. Many people there will not think of well of those who are not dwarves, so tread lightly. I advise against going west. To the west, you would seek an ancient library that exists no more. However, in some time, it will phase into this plane of existence. It is in a state of flux, if you will. It is the only remaining thing from the cataclysm of Zheng's ascension. That is where you will find the arcane runes that you also seek. However, you will need allies, and they are still en route to where you will meet them.
I have 4 ones here.
They know not what you need. There are allies who will grant you things that they cannot. And they are still in progress. As for your third boon, your third objective, I cannot see into that realm. However, there is one among you who may be able to help. But please, head for the dwarves first, then to the west. And then by then, you all will have come close enough together that your ally may trust you with knowledge that they have that is not so easily shared with even their trusted allies.
Doran, I accept your offer.
Take my hand. She reaches out to you.
I will take it, but
Okay.
as I take it,
Yep.
or right before I grasp it.
Okay.
So yeah, we'll do this right before I grasp it. Know this. Should you deceive me, may Zheng do all this and worse to you forever. And I grasp her hand.
Cool. As you grasp her hand, she moves lightningly quick with her and her lean, athletic body wraps around you in an embrace and kisses passionately. You wake up in an instant.
Kisses me on the lips?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. You wake up instantly, and it's morning.
I am in a sweat.
Understandably so.
Yeah, I am in a sweat, and I am looking around and breathing kind of shallowly.
Cool. You can go ahead and call them all back in.
All right.